All right, y'all, we are back with another video, and here we go again. Now, Mike Davis then came out and exposed the fact how DA Alvin Bragg and this corrupt Judge Juan Merchan is all funded by George Soros, and how Judge Juan Merchan could be prosecuted and arrested for what he is doing to Donald Trump. Is a lot of more stuff that is coming out, but I definitely wanted y'all to see this because this is some news that Judge Juan Merchan did not want us to hear, and he didn't want to hear this. But like I said, make sure y'all please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to everybody showing so much support. Everybody's been leaving positive comments in the comment section. Also want to thank everybody who clicked on the video for the very first time. And shout out to the one who always watches the entire video. Really helped the channel out a lot. YouTube will share it so more people can see my reaction. I really appreciate it. Like I said before, this video is coming by Doug. I will leave the original video in the description. Make sure y'all go to the description, hit that link, and go let Doug know that I sent you. But right now, it's not looking good for Judge Juan Merchan, but it is looking good for Donald J. Trump because they cannot beat him. So what they trying to do? Trying to put him in jail. The Democrats right now, they sure enough trying to force Judge Juan Merchan to put Donald Trump in jail to think that's going to help Joe Biden. But it's not. Because we all know that George Soros is paying all of these people. We already know that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive straight into this, y'all. Let's go.
This is the last thing Judge Juan Merchan wanted to hear. The words mistrial. By the way, also, how about criminal prosecution against you?
Ooh.
Trashy hack, Democrat hack. This could spell that it's over. As Democrats smell weakness in Biden going down and Trump going up, they're feeling weakness in their position. Okay, and then things will start to landslide in Trump's favor as he works and punches up. It's going to be great. The other thing is, maybe they're believing what they're telling us, that they're going, Trump really is going to come back and seek revenge on us and prosecute us. Good. Maybe it's finally sinking in. Did it affect Juan Merchan? Mike Davis thinks so on the War Room, while Steve Bannon is working all that stuff out. We're still praying for brother Steve Bannon. Okay, there's Mike Davis. One of the major fallouts from this immunity ruling is the Supreme Court correctly held that you can't gather and use evidence of the president's internal deliberations on his official acts. Because that would chill his official acts, of course. Oh, of course. I barely understand. It's okay. They'll go over it 2 more times in this video, so we will learn, we will unpack it, and we will understand what Mike Davis is talking about at the pedestrian level.
So one of the major fallouts of this recent Supreme Court presidential immunity case is the Supreme Court correctly held that you can't gather and use evidence of the president's internal deliberations on his official acts.
Okay, so we've gone over a little bit of this. Look, internal deliberations come before it becomes an official act. So if you're saying, fine, the Supreme Court said he has immunity on his official act, but not on his internal deliberations, not on his unofficial acts. Well, all that would do is just take it out one step further. You'd have people investigating his lawyers, his inner think rooms, his personal conversations with Mike Pence, which came up in that trash Juan Merchan, Alvin Bragg fiasco. And that's what we're getting at. So we're going to start there. We'll keep unpacking it a few more times if you're not quite following it. This is important because this can make a whole lot of Juan Merchan's life really bad, which we're rooting for, that they go after him, criminal prosecutions and a mistrial.
Because that would chill his official acts. And guess what? That's exactly the evidence that Alvin Bragg and Matthew Colangelo and Judge Juan Merchan used in the bogus show trial in New York.
So if they used any of that testimony, the deliberations, and went after it, Trump could be immune on those deliberations if they're using it in a court case, and he has immunity. Obviously, that gets either reversed or removed or corrected.
Along with many other reasons that for this case getting reversed on appeal, it looks like this Trump presidential immunity case has stopped that New York case in its tracks, where I think Judge Merchan is at a minimum going to have to declare a mistrial.
This thing came to a stop and left black road tracks like a redneck over a rainbow crosswalk.
Because they introduced evidence that the Supreme Court just said they're not allowed to introduce because it interferes with the official duties of the President of the United States and has a chilling effect on the ability of the President to do his job if he has to explain his internal decision-making process to, to Congress or courts.
This is where it truly is a Democrat thing, because they'll always give up liberty for safety, right? They'll go, but we'd rather the president not have the liberty to have these kinds of conversations and inner deliberations within his thing, because we have the chance that every once in a blue moon, he's going to do something that he oughtn't have immunity for. You know what I mean? You're either protecting his ability to do his job, or you're bringing in cameras and lawyers and lawsuits to get him to be afraid to move right or left. That's what the Democrats want. They want to turn everything into a giant human resources department.
And at this point, we already know, like, we've been covering this for the longest, that this judge been crooked from the beginning. Funded by George Soros, DA Alvin Bragg. Remember when they told Sonny Hostin from The View what they planned to do to Donald Trump? You remember that? Why would Alvin Bragg's office be telling Sonny Hostin from The View what they are going to do to Donald Trump? She comes right on The View and blurred out about they already talking about what prison they plan to put him in, how long. She knew how long they was gonna give him. She said a year in jail. I mean, she knew everything. This was their plan to lock Donald Trump up. Thanks to the Supreme Court about the immunity thing, because this is exactly what their plan was, because Sonny Hostin came straight out and said exactly what these bogus Democrats, Alvin Bragg and this paid-for judge, was going to do to Donald Trump. Now, this should be a mistrial, and this judge should be criminally prosecuted, which I believe he will be. He's in on this crap. He donated to Joe Biden. A lot of the Democrats said, well, he didn't donate but $30. It don't matter what he donated. He donated to him. Obviously, he supports Joe Biden. He does not like Donald Trump. So obviously, he's going to go against Donald Trump by any means necessary, whether that's locking him up. You can see the articles now. They hoping for Judge Merchan to lock him up. I hate even calling Judge Merchan. I would just say Juan Merchan. He should be locked up. He's a corrupt judge. He's funded. He's getting paid to try to take out Donald Trump to help Joe Biden. And none of these things that they are doing is working. Nothing. Donald Trump just had 45,000 people at his rally. Joe Biden can't get that. He'll never get that many people to support him. Never. That's why he had to do these small closed-in rooms where there's probably about 50 chairs in there, and 30 of them is the cameraman. I mean, it's just facts. So obviously, Judge Merchan need to be locked up for what he's trying to do to Donald Trump. Because if Sonny Hostin came out and said, this is what somebody in DA Alvin Bragg's office told me that they was going to do to Donald Trump, then that's exactly what he planned to do, which would have been today, July 11th. He would have been trying to put Donald Trump in jail because she had already blurted it out. And this is just crazy.
You just want to go to work, and maybe you say some bad words in the office, and they want you to be terrified of doing your job.
So you could see a mistrial here. They just delayed the July 11th sentencing. Maybe this Judge Merchan's finally coming to his senses, and maybe he should understand that he's going to face a criminal probe, or he should face.
Whoa, you heard what Mike Davis said? He could face a criminal probe. So he going to have to think about that. So Judge Juan Merchan could be facing criminal charges for what he's doing to Donald Trump, because he know it's wrong. He know he's been paid by George Soros. We all know this. So listen to what Mike Davis said again, because this is exactly what's going to happen if he planned to do what he's trying to do to Donald Trump by trying to lock him up.
11th sentencing. Maybe this Judge Merchan's finally coming to his senses, and maybe he should understand that he's going to face a criminal probe, or he should face a criminal probe under the Trump 47 Justice Department for his for being part of a criminal conspiracy.
I say bust him. Why even have a criminal probe? Why not? Let's just start the lawsuit now. That's what Democrats do. Just get on it. It's not, don't give me his criminal. Look, just privately try him. Civil case, I don't care. How about just because he looks funny? No, he's terrible. Criminal probe. Lock this guy up. Juan Merchan, you better make sure you follow the law, because Trump 47, when he gets into office, we are coming for you, and I approve. Whatever, to the degree that you judge others, you shall be judged. I'm only saying, I hope you get the same amount of justice as you dished out to Trump. I hope you get the same amount of following the law, following jurisprudence, having a jury pool that is as fair as Trump's. That is, when you're up against 12 MAGA jurists, that's about what Trump had to go against with the Democrat jurists in New York. I hope you get the same. 12 MAGA jurists wearing rebel flags.
To violate President Trump's constitutional rights, which is a very serious federal civil rights felony, 18 U.S.C. 241 and 242, and judges are not immune. Nobody's above the law, as they say.
I love that.
That's right. They love to holler that right there. Nobody's above the law. We know Letitia James loved to say that. Fannie Willis loves to say that. Nobody's above the law, but they believe they are. Like, come on, man. This right here is just crazy. They think they above the law, though. So Judge Juan Merchan is not above the law. He could be facing criminal charges for this crap that he's trying to do to Donald Trump, which I believe he is going to be facing criminal charges. I don't even think. I believe he is. Because, like I said before, Sonny Holston had already blurred out what they plan to do to Donald Trump.
No one's above the law. Hey, Merchan's going, you can't do that to me. This is me operating within my job. Oh, no, you're not above the law. No one's above the law. We're going to say that every time we hunt and prosecute and sue and litigate every Democrat. They're going to say, this is a clown show. This is political warfare. You go, no, no, no. No one's above the law, remember? I'm just going to run videos of them saying it all day. No one's above the law.
On the Democrat side, well, judges are certainly not above the law when they're conspiring with a Soros-funded Manhattan DA, Alvin Bragg, and an Obama and Biden senior political appointee, Matthew Colangelo, to violate Trump's constitutional rights.
We're going after them, too, especially that Colangelo guy. He's the real bag man. Remember the guy that took the demotion to go work in Alvin Bragg's office? Practically as his secretary.
This whole house of cards, this whole Biden Democrat lawfare and election interference house of cards is collapsing, and collapsing fast.
Why is it collapsing? Because it's not grounded and rooted in solid things, in the proper conservative way that we've looked at the law, that is very careful, very reluctant to just prosecute someone, where we'd rather have someone guilty go free than jail someone who's innocent. None of that kind of carefulness, or this was all retribution. This was always just that pragmatic ends justify any means. The end is we want Trump in prison, or we want him off the campaign trail. And now we just reverse engineer all these court cases to get our wishes. That's not justice. That's not how America works. That's not how the system is supposed to work. That's why this thing should be called a mistrial. I'm praying it so. I'm praying that America gets back on its feet. Why? It's not just for the sake of my family. It's for the sake of my enemy's family. Democrats, when the power goes out and we're all going to cannibalism, you too will be eaten. The pacifist always thinks the crocodile will eat him last. And I got bad news for you guys. The kinds of corruption you're putting into the system, the kinds of radical stuff, because you guys are basically atheistic, materialists. You don't even believe in the rule of law, not even natural law. Post Rousseau, none of you guys believe in any of this immaterial law or rule of law. You're destroying something that will harm more than just your enemies. It's going to harm you.
Shout out to Doug for another great video. Like I said, I will leave his channel link in the description. Make sure y'all go there, check him out. Let him know in the comment section that I sent you. All right, I appreciate everybody who just watched the video. Obviously, you can see Judge Warren Mershon didn't want to hear this news right here, because this is exactly what's going to happen. He's going to be criminally prosecuted. Old George Soros, funded by old DA Alvin Bragg. All of them need to go down. Alvin Bragg, Warren Mershon, Colangelo, all of them needs to go down for what they are trying to do to Donald Trump. And I believe that's exactly what's going to happen. Now they want to say Donald Trump is a threat to democracy when they are the one that's going after Donald Trump, trying to put him in jail, keeping him in court. And when he turn it around and say, hey, when I get in office, I'm going to come after y'all. Now they want to play victim. Oh, we can't let Donald Trump in there. He going to put me in jail. He going to do this to me. He going to do that. He's a threat to democracy. But this is the problem right here. Y'all keep saying what he's going to do to y'all, but yet right now, y'all the one threw the first shot. Y'all the one going after him. Y'all the one keeping him in cold courtrooms, and we're trying to keep him off the campaign trail and trying to give him prison time to try to help Joe Biden out. But when the tables turn, now Donald Trump the threat to the market. Man, come on, man. It is just crazy. But y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.